You're listening to the Lang LeBlanc podcast.
The views and opinions expressed on the Lang LeBlanc podcast are solely those of the hosts, producers, and guests of the program. They in no way, shape, or form reflect those of any affiliates the presenters or guests represent.
Good evening and welcome to Saskatchewan Saturday Night. I'm one of the hosts for this evening's show. My name is Brady Lang. I am one half of the Lang LeBlanc podcast. Let's send it over to Humboldt real quick right now to check in with our other half. How's it going today, Avery?
It's been going good. I've been able to enjoy some time on my deck in the sun. We actually got some rain here yesterday, which was welcome for the farmers. And then I also had to update my summer wear in terms of shorts and shirts. I don't fit in any of my stuff anymore after pandemic pounds were gained. So
yeah, I feel like you're not going to be the only one in that boat. I'm weirdly okay because I don't gain weight, and it's weird, but I'm here for it. Right?
Definitely. How's your week off been?
It's been busy. I think we're going to get to that a little bit more because I want to talk to some of our guests about the guests that I interviewed, which sounds really weird. It was a very Inception-like week doing this podcast series because I was talking to myself in the future, and I have no idea what June's going to look like or July, but like, you know what? You guys are going to get a little snippet of May and my vaccination also in the middle of that, which is also something we will chat about with our guests once they come on. Yeah, I'm wearing a jersey today. I'm going to be the biggest loser here because it's Calgary jersey, but we have our NHL Playoff Draft with Marty Martinson and Matt Barrett coming up in a few minutes here. So yeah.
This will be a lot of fun. I don't have an NHL jersey to wear, unfortunately. I probably could have thrown my Broncos jersey on, but
wrong sport. Where were you the last time the Denver Broncos won the Stanley Cup, Avery? Anyways, it's going to be a fun show. It's another Saskatchewan Saturday night, right? So
yeah,
this time with guests, and those guests we'll send right over to them right now. Thank you guys for listening, and here's our NHL Playoff Draft. And we are back, and we are not alone. It's not just me and Avery on this Saskatchewan Saturday night. We have friends of the podcast, Matt Barrett and Marty Martinson, jumping in. How are you doing today, guys?
Wonderful. I'm excited for this.
That's right. Ready to get her going. Thanks for having us back on there, guys.
Yep.
Yeah, no problem. And before we get things going on this NHL Playoff Draft, who are you guys? We're going to reveal our cards first.
Oof.
Who are your picks for the Stanley Cup right now? Just randomly, I threw this at you. Sorry if you're caught off guard, but I know you guys had your own picks a couple weeks ago. But what are you thinking right now as we are on NHL Playoff Day?
Yeah. Opening day?
Yeah.
Marty, you go first because I think yours is going to be less surprising than mine.
I think it is going to be less surprising. I'm sticking with Tampa. Tampa's doing it, I think. So they're my pick.
I thought you were going Toronto. Definitely thought you were going Toronto.
Hey, as Selena Gomez says, the heart wants what it wants, but that doesn't mean I'm going to tie my pick into that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to put my whole reputation on the line based on a personal love. So
pick with your brain, not your heart.
I know. I can't get burned like that again. Romeo and Juliet taught me one thing, and it's that. So
yeah, I'm going with a team that I've been on the horse of since last year. That's the Colorado Avalanche. They are deep up front on the blue line. If Philip Grubauer stands tall, they're going to go deep in this playoffs. It's Colorado for me.
Jack Campbell for Conn Smythe. Leafs. I don't care. People can burn me for this, but if they win it, then I'll just be like, they finally did it. So plan the parade.
And you'll say you called it. That'll be incredible.
Yeah. See, it's just a layup, right?
Yeah.
So,
I think I'm going with the Leafs here. First Canadian team to win it. First Canadian team to win it since '93, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh man.
Who won the Conn Smythe that year? Who won the Conn Smythe that year, Marty?
In '93, Patrick Waugh.
Okay, there we go.
I could have guessed that.
Yeah, we had to go with it though.
That was an easy one.
It's the running thing, right? Before we do get to that playoff draft, though, how were your guys' weeks? And also, this is a video podcast as well. We are broadcasting right now on our premiere on YouTube. Please raise your hand if you got vaccinated this week.
Yeah.
Oh, 2-2. Here we go. Hey.
Heck yeah, we did.
Oh, yeah. So how did yours go, Matt?
Oh, it was fine, but it was funny because I called yesterday because as of Friday, I was eligible to get poked. And so I called Rexall Pharmacy in Melfort. We've got 2 of them. So I called the one in the mall first, and he said, yeah, I can get you in tomorrow, which would be today at 12:40 or something like that. And I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. Like, that's quicker than I thought I was going to get in. So whatever. He calls me back a few minutes later and says, hey, the pharmacy in the hospital has room today. You can get in today. You just got to call her and book an appointment. I was like, okay. So I called and she's like, yeah, how's 1:15 sound? I was like, done. Went there at 1:15, got stabbed, and we're golden. Money.
See, I drove up to North Battleford and didn't see Marty.
Hey, I don't know why you didn't. Like,
I'm sorry, Marty.
Yeah, you're too busy. You're going around.
I had to swing back here. I am recording like our interview podcast series. So I had 3 interviews yesterday. And I'm sorry for people listening to those shows in June, but I talk a lot about my vaccination in those ones. Because it was very much on my mind. Obviously, straight out of getting that vaccination. But I went to the drive-through in beautiful Battleford, the booming metropolis of Battleford. Shout out Ames Leslie.
One way to put it.
But yeah, it was super weird though too. I got lost trying to find the actual vaccination site. Had to call the locals, and then you guys at CJNB had like on air for healthcare, so I wasn't even going to deal with that. I was just like, hey, we'll call some of the people that I know, at least in Battleford. So they directed me, ended up being 7th in line, half an hour before the clinic opened. I was like, okay, well, this is better than Saskatoon because I can't even imagine what they're looking at right now. So I made the right choice there. Might not be the right choice in a few days if it's closed, honestly, but I had a few people DMing me too, which was kind of odd. Is that the perfect place to go? And I went, I guess that specific day. But yeah, it all went good. My arm's a little sore, but we're still here, right?
Exactly. Yeah, my arm, my arm's a little sore. Like, it's not terrible. Like, if I lift it, it's fine. Yeah. Yesterday, I felt a little like drowsy.
Yeah.
And I had a coffee and I was kind of fine, but like,
have you guys had your headaches yet? Because they say that's another thing that you might feel.
It came and went. It was weird. No. Like it was like I don't want to say a sharp pain, but like just kind of an annoying pain. And then like when you started thinking about it, kind of went away.
I think my headaches were because I didn't drink enough water, but
yeah, mine
too much coffee, maybe.
No, your headaches were from the Flyers missing the playoffs again.
Yeah, that's true too. Oh yeah. But okay, I realized this on Friday. I went to go get my afternoon coffee from Tim Hortons in Melfort. Shout out. And they started selling cold brew coffee. So they had 2. They had the original and the vanilla cream, and I had the vanilla cream one. Oh my God, it is so good. It might be my new summer coffee beverage.
When I left yesterday morning, I picked up an English breakfast, double tea, and then I also picked up a vanilla cold brew. Oh, that kept me going to Battleford and back, baby. We were all good.
It's awesome. I took a sip of it and I was like, holy crap, this is good. Mm-hmm. Like, it's better than an ice cap.
Yeah, it is.
Wow. Like,
I'm a fan of ice caps, but I hate the last little bit at the bottom that you can't get out. You have to let it melt. It's like they're really good, but they're only good for 3/4 of the drink because they only got a bunch of ice at the bottom.
And your first few sips are all just like melted coffee, right? Like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. There's no happy medium.
Got to keep stirring throughout.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to continuously stir it. Yeah.
Awesome. Before we get to our NHL playoff draft, just a quick kind of shout out to one of our honorary friends of the podcast. I think we can call her that. That's Matt's Melfort buddy, Angie Rollheiser. This is going to sound pretty weird on the audio version, but if you're watching on tonight's YouTube premiere, this message is for you. Angie and Topher Mills are just about to kick things off in Bradwell for their ultra-local radiothon. If you're in the Bradwell area, you can listen on 91.1 FM. They have live local music guests planned out. All proceeds are going to be heading to the Bradwell Fire Department. This is kind of like what they did a while back for Telemiracle. That's a story I worked on with 650 CKOM. And if you're interested in making a donation to the Bradwell Fire Department, fire them off a phone call right now at 306-257-4333. That's 306-257-4333. And if you have your own fundraisers for your own communities you want to share, don't hesitate to reach out to the Lang and LeBlanc podcast on our social medias, on Twitter and on Instagram at Lang LeBlanc Live, on Facebook at the Lang and LeBlanc Podcast, on YouTube at the Lang and LeBlanc Podcast. Send us an email at langleblanclive@gmail.com. But the easiest way to reach out to us is on our website. There you can also sign up for our monthly newsletter for early access to our future guests, more of an in-depth look into the worlds Avery and I live in, and to have your own say. You can do all that and more on our website at langleblancpodcast.com. That is LANGLEBLANCPODCAST.com.
Holy crap.
Wow.
Nailed it, dude.
You can do infomercials. Brady, you can do
Don-
infomercials, man.
Don Scott, where you at?
Wow, that was good. That was,
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Now my heart's all full before we get to this NHL playoff draft. Do you guys have any final words? Do you guys have any final words before we get to this?
I want to add. Go ahead, Marty.
Oh, no. You go ahead. I was going to say, let's get her fired up, but no,
Okay.
You jump in there.
But yeah, like if anyone has community events or fundraisers, send them to us. Not only does it promote for you guys, whoever's sending them to us, but it also makes our lives a little easier here at the Lang and LeBlanc podcast. So yeah, send them our way. Ship them out here.
Exactly. Thanks a lot, Avery.
Yes.
All right. To this.
Let's get her going. Like
to
Marty
this
said.
NHL playoff draft.
Da-da-da-da-da.
It is
Are we allowed to
officially
use that?
time for the first ever Lang and LeBlanc NHL playoff draft. The winners of this now annual competition will get bragging rights, along with something commemorating the win. We're not sure just yet what that will be, but it will go to the winner. That I will promise.
I will say I won last year's playoff pool with some of my good friends from Edmonton. It's called the Blue Anchor Playoff Invitational. I won that all last year, so I do have some championship pedigree. So just
that was last year. This is this year. We have coronavirus in here as well, so anything can happen, Matt.
We had coronavirus there last year.
Yeah, but they were in a bubble. Come on, we knew the cup was going to be handed out, didn't we? Right?
Yeah.
Kind of. Hopefully,
Yeah.
when we were watching hockey in the morning.
Yeah, which was awesome. I loved it. Maybe I shouldn't say this, but I kind of sat at work some days and watched probably a little too much hockey. If the Flyers were playing, I was having it on in the background while I was doing work. So,
what were you doing, Marty?
Bit of the same. I'm just ready. I'm excited for this one. We're all here. We're ready to get her going.
Awesome.
He's heating up. Let's get her going.
We need like the NFL draft sounder.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. We need the draft sounder.
Yeah.
Do we have to pay for that? I think we might have to
Probably
pay
not.
for that.
Do they have copyright for it?
I don't know. One of us should probably know, Avery.
It's better to ask for forgiveness than ask for permission.
We're just going to wing it.
In this case.
May I please get to the rules and regulations?
Yes.
guys?
Yeah, go for
Awesome.
it.
Go for it.
We're going to have 40 picks tonight, a snake-style
Jeez.
draft. Each team will pick 10 players, 2 goalies, 5 forwards, and 3 defensemen. Points are for each point for skaters. You get another point if it's on the power play or penalty kill, because penalty kill points matter too. Shout out to all the fourth line grinders out there that ended up warming the bench for many years in house hockey for Capel.
Yep, Edmonton. Let's go.
Goalies get 2 points a win, an extra point for a shutout, and lose a point with a loss. All scores will be posted the day or night after the games are completed, whenever I get around to it, or Avery, one of the two of us.
Are we going to have like a graphic with like our faces on it?
We're going to have to. So send me your selfies. We are too cheap to buy a draft online, like a hosting site or something. So it's just going to be us. We're going to have a special tab and everything on our website, all at the Lang and LeBlanc podcast.com. I will not spell it out again because I don't want to mess up on it. Does everyone understand?
Yes.
Sounds great.
Perfect.
How are we making the first pick?
Oh, you guys are such good guests when you just walk me into what I'm trying to do. So we have a totally impartial system set up. I have a popcorn bowl, which is filled of 4 of my son's pencil crayons, all with different colors. I assigned each of you all a color before we got going. Give me 1 second and I will pick this up and we will make the draw.
Who's making the draw?
Wait, who's what color? I think you got to say that.
Yeah, I'll list off the colors.
Yeah, you list off the colors while I get ready. Sounds good.
Okay, so Matt is black, Marty is orange, Brady is green, and I'm blue.
Okay. There we go. This is
very awkward because I'm down like this, but
this is the lottery system.
Yes, this is the lottery system. It's much better than the NHL's.
Yes.
That's a dagger against every Oiler fan.
My pencil crayon's colder, so you know to pick it, right?
Yeah, he's stuck it in the freezer.
Avery, would you please narrate while I pick these? Pick from the number 4 pick to the number 1 pick. That work?
Okay.
Yeah,
sure.
So picking 4.
Picking 4. Number 4 pick is.
This is a lot of like intense.
Marty.
All right.
He likes a 4. There it is.
You know what? Hey, I'm not complaining at all. I like that. Yeah.
Back into the round.
That's right.
Marty will be taking the pick.
The turn.
Here's the 3rd pick. And that is Matt. Matt is
okay
the
with
3rd
the 3.
pick.
I like the 3. The 3 spot's not bad at all.
The hosts getting the top 2 spots. We'll see here. If Brady gets number 1, it might be something to do with who's pulling it, eh? I'm kidding.
So we'll pick for number 1 now. Okay, so this is kind of like how the NHL does it. We're gonna go back to their horrible system. So here we go.
Okay, for
the number 1 pick.
For the first overall pick in the 2021 Lang and LeBlanc draft, Brady gets the number 1 pick.
Hey, that's like in Monopoly when you're a kid and the banker always wins. How is that?
I see if he wins with the number 1 pick.
You guys watched me. It's
I know.
It's etched into history, and I told everyone before this I didn't want to pick first, so now I'm not happy.
No, I did. 4 sounds good. Like
Marty wanted 4.
Hey, and like you said too, no bad picks here. There's only 4.
Yeah, there's 4 of us. If you think about it, we'll take the top. I'm trying to do the math here. The top 32 scorers in the NHL plus the best 8 goaltenders. So
there we go.
You know what? This draft is totally wide open. Like, who knows what's going to happen? But I'm loving every single minute of it.
What's your guys' poll for this week?
Who's going to win?
Oh, okay, good. Okay, cool.
Yeah, of course. Who's going to win? That just
okay.
That was
I know. I've already voted 4 times, so
changes his VPN every time, right? So it doesn't look like it's the same person.
I know. I got to remember all my email burner accounts. No. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not. What am I, Kevin Durant over here? Come on.
Brian Colangelo. All right. Do you want me to pick first?
Yeah, get her rolling.
Ever.
All right. So with the first pick in the 2021 NHL Playoff Draft, Lang and LeBlanc styles, I select
I totally know where he's going with this too. I know who he's picking. Oh, okay, maybe not then. This is very.
Just got undressed on this podcast, and it's going to be Austin Matthews, guys.
Wow.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah, we're just going to go with it. Austin Matthews, number 1.
All right. Perfect.
All right.
The only guy who's going to screw up my pool now is going to be Avery.
All right.
I've got my first 2 picks, and I don't think I'm going to miss either of them.
Okay, we'll see how she goes here. But yeah, I think this is a no-brainer for me. I'm going to take Nathan MacKinnon here on the number 2 pick. Yeah, I figured that because you're rooting for Colorado here, right? So
dang it. That's okay. I've got a backup pick here.
That's a good call there, Avery. Good job.
Best available.
Well, I had 2 options here. So next best available for my team here is going to be a guy who was on my regular season fantasy team this year in a keeper league, Mikko Rantanen. Had more points than McKinnon this year, by the way. And was also hurt. Am I right? Yeah.
Nice pick.
He had one more point. Oh, both of them were hurt, I guess. I shouldn't really say anything.
So this is me then now with back-to-backs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
The turn.
I will take Nikita Kucherov with my first pick. Didn't
Hasn't
play
played
at all year, but he'll be healthy for game
Bold.
1 there. And I've taken him. Took him last year. He helped me win the work pool, and so I'll take him here. And then going
Lightning
back
or
to
cheaters. Lightning or cheaters.
and then going back to back. I'll take a flyer on McDavid. I'm taking McDavid as well.
Okay.
And then because even if he makes it to round 2, even if he only plays a couple of rounds, I mean, he might lead the playoffs in scoring. So that'll be my other guy there, McDavid, and we're going back to Matt there.
Now, I have 2 ways I could go with this. Avery's going to take whoever I don't take. I'm pretty sure. So I'm going to take my first defenseman of the draft, and he would be in the running outside of Nathan MacKinnon for the Conn Smythe at the end of it all. Cale Makar.
There we go. Taking the young buck there.
The former Brooks Bandit.
That's right.
Yeah.
Golden. All right. Well, then I'm going to go to my own team. I'm going to go Mitch Marner.
Oh. Not where I expected you to go based on your first pick.
I mean,
well, unless he's got the Leafs and the Avs playing each other.
Which is fair.
Yeah.
I think the NHL would probably like that as a final, to be honest with you. Like,
yeah, that would be a good final.
Considering they had Tampa Dallas last year, which was kind of like Tampa's good, but like who wants Dallas in the final, right?
It's a little warm. It's a little warm for hockey, eh?
Yeah. Good thing it was taking place in Edmonton.
Yeah, good thing they're not using natural ice, eh?
I'll have to go to Edam for that, right, Brady?
Yeah.
Hey, Anaheim, isn't it?
Or Anaheim, yeah.
Be careful. Don't stir that up again.
All right. Is it Brady's go here now?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I'm gonna very selfishly pick Braden Point.
Ooh, good call.
Shares your name, I guess, sort of.
No, I'm legally Brady.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like Tom.
And I feel like they don't call Braden Point Brady at all.
They might. It's just an excellent name all around. We are going to go next with Draisaitl.
Draisaitl, there we go.
You can tell that one hurt Brady in the heart.
That's right. The Flames guy going with the head. That's making sacrifices there.
Well, it's going to be basically every point McDavid gets, Draisaitl does too. So he's trying to cancel out your team there, Marty.
Oh, I don't know. That's right. I guess, I got Kucherov, McDavid. You got Draisaitl points. So yeah, we looks like we're looking for the same teams to win here.
This strategy is just out the door, pick 2. I had a very not like solid strategy going in, but that it's totally gone now. So
right.
Yeah.
All right. I think I'm gonna go another forward here. You know what? Brad Marchand.
Okay.
Nice pick.
Diversifying.
Hey, especially the shorthanded points. Well, what was he third in points at the end of the season there?
Something like that. Also a member of my regular season fantasy team.
Mine too. Mine too. And yeah, and he'll get those shorthanded points too. So yeah, that's a good call.
Yep. Back to me now, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got to go back to the well, I guess, eh? Gabriel Landeskog.
There we go. Loading up. What if those Avs get surprised?
Nah.
They won't.
You gotta go. You got to go heavy if you're going to win this thing, right?
Yeah, no, you're right. That's right, 100%. Oh, and now it's me on the back-to-backs again. I will take Vasilevsky as my first goalie.
He's the first goalie off the board, right?
Yeah.
And we need 2 goalies.
Yeah. And then as my second pick to start the next round, I will take Hedman as my first defenseman. They're only the second defenseman, I think, off the board here. And it's back to Matt.
I'm just doing a little bit of last-second research here. I'm not going to take him now, but I need to make sure that he is healthy. Looks like he's healthy. Okay. Anyways, I might as well take my first goalie now. I'm going to take Phil Grubauer. Surprise, surprise, right?
There you go.
Grooby dooby doo.
Where are you on Matt's fantasy team here?
All right. I'm going to go with the goalie here.
Mm.
Where the heck? Oh, there it is. Jack Campbell's the starting goalie for Toronto, eh?
Well,
he'll probably start, but
he's the best non-starter in the league.
Well, as soon as he falters, Anderson's going in. So,
I hate to go with 4 different teams here, but I might go Marc-Andre Fleury.
Sure, yeah.
Where else do I need to go? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, Vegas should be really good again. That's a good call too. Yep.
I'll be racking up the points early, but once teams start to fall off the board, it'll be
No, but sometimes it's good to diversify because then
you
always have guys no matter what the outcome is. So
yeah,
if Tampa goes out, I already got 3 Lightning guys. Matt's already, I think, got 3 Avalanche. If either of those teams falter, so
yeah,
that
makes sense.
It's nice to pick some other guys too. You're right. Yep. Go ahead there, Brady.
Svechnikov, Darnell Nurse.
You're going back-to-back Svech and Nurse.
Oh,
yeah.
Dang. That's a great pick on Svech. A little early, I thought, but
thank you. Early. Carolina. Are you saying Carolina might not make a run?
Oh, you'll see my next pick here. Don't worry.
I think, Nashville's in tough there playing those guys in that first round.
I said it on Cold Hard Sports Talk, the podcast that I run a couple episodes ago, that's going to be a quick series. Very quick, I think.
I think so too. But
UC Saros might steal a game.
Saros, he's been the hottest goalie the last month plus there. So
he's a stud.
Yeah, has he been incredible. But I agree.
He's only like 25. Like he's gonna, like if Nashville's gonna start a rebuild, like he's the guy to start it with, I guess.
Yeah, could be. Yep.
I can tell you who's not. Matt Duchene.
Good call.
Hey, did you see a sick goal? What was it? 2 nights ago, I think, where he picked up the pass and then he toe dragged it around the goalie and tucked it home. Boy, that was like vintage Duchesne. Those were Avs days, Duchesne there coming through.
Looked like a young Matt Barrett.
That's right.
Sorry, what? No, I'm joking.
Right. No, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking that.
All right, I'm going D here, Dougie Hamilton.
Oh,
I knew. Oh, nice.
Dang it.
Call. I knew Matt would be looking for that one. That's a good call.
I was hoping I could let him drop a little bit more.
Hamilton.
But it's right to me now, right?
Yep.
Dougie Hamilton's boring.
How is this guy
boring?
How is this the third Carolina Hurricane off the board? He led their team in scoring all season long. Sebastian Aho.
Aho, nice.
Like how is he still on the board?
Good call. Good call there. So now it's me with the back-to-backs again. And I'm gonna do something interesting. I'm gonna load up a little bit here on forwards. I'm taking Sid the Kid here. So Ooh. Crosby. And then I'm taking Ovechkin. So we'll see. I got those two meeting in round 2. So that means at least one of them's going on to round 3 there, as long as I didn't get that first prediction wrong. So there we go. Crosby and Ovechkin, and it's back to Matt there.
Second on the team in Carolina scoring, yet nobody's taken him, is Vinny Trocheck.
Trocheck. Yeah, what a bounce back year for him too. Hey, he's fitting in nicely there.
He is one of those guys that you just can't hate. He's had some of the worst luck in the NHL when it comes to injuries.
Yeah. And he's also a fantasy darling because he's face-offs, he's shots, he's, goals, so yeah.
What do you get this year? He had 17 goals. He had 43 and 47, which basically puts you at a 73-point pace for an 82-game season, basically.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Pasternak.
Oh, wow. What a steal there. Wow, Pasternak. Nice.
Oh, I'm going to be able to let that guy slide. My decor is going to be a little shoddy, but.
All right, Brady.
All right, this is a tough one. I think after this pick, do you guys want to take a minute? Take a quick break? Okay. We're at the halfway point. So I should just pick someone randomly, shouldn't I?
Because you got back-to-backs.
Take your time with it. Yeah, you got those back-to-backs. Good strategy here.
I am on the clock, though, so.
Yeah, what's the penalty if he, uses up all of his time?
We send Aaron Schulz after you.
Oh, Aaron.
This is a tough one. We're getting right to it where it's like you can either pick the top players from the crappier teams and make a gamble,
Yeah, we're getting into that point, right? Where do you take a guy who might win a round?
Yeah. Or you can take Tyson Barrie.
Loading up.
You know
on
what?
Those Oilers.
No, I can't do that. I was very close to going with Sam Bennett.
You were very what?
I had a moment.
Not even the best Florida Panther.
Well, it's the playoffs. It's Sam Bennett.
He's a former Flame.
Up in the playoffs.
That's right. Yeah, no, he's been a great playoff performer. And again, since the trade deadline, there's hardly been a guy hotter in the league. McDavid, obviously. But.
This is gonna break all the rules, but is Alex Pietrangelo injured?
No.
No, I don't think he is.
Sure.
No. Nice.
There you go.
Vegas will get points. Just has to be on the ice and breathe.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. We're back after a short break. We had to figure out what we were doing in this playoff draft. Well, more like me. Just an administrative leave quickly there. But we're just going to update everyone right now. Avery's got 4 forwards, a defenseman, and a goalie. I have 4 forwards, 2 defensemen. Marty and Matt both have 4 forwards, a defenseman, and a goalie. So I'm going to kick things off for this 7th round by picking Jack Campbell. Going to snipe that pick from Avery.
Bold. It's so bold.
Hey, going places, and Brady's along for the ride there.
Oh, man.
All right, I'm going to go defenseman here, Shea Theodore with the Golden Knights.
Ooh, that is a good pick. There we go. Yeah, I had my eye on him too. Good call there.
Oh, man. That Dougie Hamilton pick kind of screwed me a little bit.
Had no one ever that boring guy.
Hey, he's going to be a free agent this year, and he is going to command a lot of coin.
He's just the next Jake Gardner.
Oh.
Dang.
Can you tell I'm bitter?
A little bit.
All right, who's next? Is it you, Matt?
It's Matt. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Who did Avery take?
He took Theodore.
Theodore. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Not Jose or Jose. Whoa, Jose.
Oh,
Yeah.
This is so tough. My cup final kind of, I can't take him because that, like, why would I do that? Like, it's a little off the board this early, or not this early, but at this point. But Sam Girard out of Colorado.
There we go.
Struggled at the end of the season, but
still a heck of a year, though. Yeah.
Oh man, yeah,
dude. Yeah, he's really established himself. Is a force back there. Okay, so now it's me with the back-to-backs. I am gonna take Chris Letang with my first pick there. Tang. And with my second pick, I'm going to take John Carlson from Washington there. So that does my defenseman there done.
Okay, back to me now, hey? I'm going to fill out my forward core here with longtime WHLer, Matt Barzal.
There we go.
Surprised he lasted this long.
Yeah, that's a tough first round though against Pitt. Yeah. Oh boy, that'll be another fun one.
Yeah. If Varlamov could steal some games for them. Woo!
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna wrap up my D line here. Morgan Riley, Toronto.
Yep.
There we go. Another dub guy, hey?
Yeah, there you go.
All right, I've been flip-flopping back and forth. It's going to be Peter Mrazek for me. I'm going to go with it.
Nice. Good call.
Have to go there because he's...
And then you lead it off again. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for that. Yeah. Of course, I wasn't looking ahead at all. I'm going to be the only reason we have to like institute a 30-second clock or something. Eh? Who?
Saskatoon native Chandler Stevenson, no?
I was going to go with Marcia, so.
Oh, there we go. Sure. Is that the pick?
Okay. Now, Avery, me, Marty.
All right.
Last round.
Mark Stone hasn't been taken yet, eh?
No, he hasn't.
Oh, yeah. No.
Yeah, we're taking that one.
And I'm the administrator.
There we go.
Nice job, Brady. Nice job.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I hope Marty gets more points than Stone.
Yeah, well, you can have a heck of a run there. Vegas should go far, so both those picks should probably be pretty good for
Not unless Colorado takes him out in round 2.
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
Oh, wow. Yeah. Wouldn't that? Yeah, that'll be a heavyweight series there if that comes to fruition. Yeah, I think it will.
Okay. Do I go goalie? Do I go defenseman? I know Marty's not going to take any of the guys that I have on my board here.
Well, I'm done for defenseman. I'm filled up. So.
Okay. Well, I'm going to take Connor Hellebuyck.
Oh, there we go. Looking for Winnipeg over Edmonton there.
Yep. You know it. That's kind of my out there pick. I think Winnipeg's going to beat Edmonton, mainly for that sole fact of Connor Hellebuyck.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and if they do it, yeah, he might have some clean sheets, if you will.
He might. Because I was debating Varlamov, Hellebuyck, or Mrazek before Mrazek was taken, but I was like, Mrazek's got a guy behind him that if he falters at all, he could be done. Varlamov's got Sorokin behind him.
Yep.
But Varlamov might get some shutouts because New York is so good defensively.
Yep.
All right.
Oh man. Okay, I got I guess I got back-to-backs to go here, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, this is it for you.
Okay. Ooh, boy, I need one forward and one goalie, and the goalie is what's killing me. I got three guys I really like. I got three of them I really like. Oh, and I got to pick one of them. You know what I'm going to do? I don't want to give away anything. You want to know who I'm thinking? No.
You only have two picks in their back-to-backs. It's not like anybody's going to steal the picks from you.
I know. I just, no.
Go with your gut.
Yeah. Okay. I'm taking Nedeljkovic there in Carolina. Alex Nedeljkovic. I think he'll be their starter. Not to start, but I think he takes over. I do. He's been so incredible this year. It seems like every second game he's in there, he's getting a shutout. Like a shutout.
Yeah.
That guy. Like if he played the full season and they just gave him the reins, he might be, rookie of the year. He'll still probably be a finalist. Like he's been incredible. So
Yeah.
I'm taking him. I think he should get in there eventually. And I think when he does, he's running with it. So I'll take him. And then as my last forward, I'm sticking classic. I'm taking Malkin. Let's go. There we
Let's go Pens, eh?
Rounding out the forwards as well.
Okay. To be a little bit of diversification, I'm going to go Winnipeg here on my D-core. Neil Pionk.
Pionk, nice.
All right. I need to fill out my last goalie here. We're going to go Tuukka Rask.
Good call. Yep. Rask on the board there with the last pick of your team there.
Yeah, can't go wrong with him. He's usually pretty stout when the forwards play well.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And then Braidman, you're closing it out here? Or?
Yes. And this is going to be the most difficult pick of the entire thing.
What do you need?
I have a defenseman. Yes, a defenseman to go.
Oof.
Who? God, I wanted to just throw everyone off and pick Taylor Hall last, but can't do that.
Well, you could.
I'll go with
no.
McAvoy.
He needs a defenseman. Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
McAvoy.
Yeah, and that's it.
Wow, that was a good go.
Excellent job, gentlemen.
Thoroughly.
All right, so we just wrapped up the draft. Now we're going to go into our teams. So I'm going to go first. This is my team. I have Austin Matthews, Braden Point, Leon Draisaitl. Andrei Svechnikov.
Yes.
I always just know Svech. So Evgeny
Svechnikov is a defenseman who plays for Detroit.
Yeah, he's still
forward. Sorry,
forward, but yeah, he plays on Detroit. Yeah,
yeah,
they're brothers,
not as good as Andre either. Yes,
yeah, that's what I thought.
He was like a second-round pick, I think.
I think it's late first, but yeah.
Evgeny.
I stupidly picked Jonathan Marchessault
instead of Mark Stone. It doesn't seem like a stupid pick, but when you think about the context of who is still on the board, right?
Yeah, I feel dumb about it.
It's like taking Jack Eichel when Connor McDavid is still there.
Yeah, basically.
Or
Darnell Nurse on D, Alex Pietrangelo, and Charlie McAvoy.
I love the decor there.
I like it. It's very underrated, I feel. I had Darnell Nurse this year in my regular fantasy pool, and he just ran
Lit
away
it up.
with it. He made my life really easy. And then Charlie McAvoy.
Yep.
I think I actually already said that. Anyway.
Yeah.
And in goal, Jack Campbell and Peter Mrazek. So not bad. I feel pretty comfortable with my team. Will I win? Maybe not. But I'm hoping for top 4.
Is there a punishment for fourth place?
There should be. We'll figure it out.
Punishment. No.
Marty's just scared he's going to finish 4th now.
I'm not scared, but no.
All right, who wants to go next?
All right, I think
second pick. Yeah, Avery.
Yeah, I'll take the reins on this one. So first pick was McKinnon right off the bat, and then the other forwards are Mitch Marner for Toronto, Marchand in Boston, another one in Boston, Pasternak, and then went Vegas Golden Knights here with Mark Stone, and then kind of went off the map with Dougie Hamilton out of Carolina. Colorado and Carolina, those are the two like kind of outside teams that I picked, and then you got Theodore from the Vegas Golden Knights. That's the second Golden Knight that I got. And then Morgan Riley, who's another Leaf, one of 2 that I got. And then Marc-Andre Fleury, which is the third Golden Knight that I got. And then Tuukka Rask, another goalie, the third Boston Bruin that I got. So I got 2 teams that I've got 3 players from. And then I got 2 Toronto Leafs, two Toronto Maple Leafs, and then 1 Colorado and 1 Carolina. So I'm feeling pretty good about it. I mean, I just went with the best ranked player at the position at that point. So I think it was
BPA. BPA is a decent way to go.
Well, also kind of rounding out the teams there in terms of trying to keep her alive, but we'll see how she goes. I have confidence in this lineup.
I went heavy Colorado, Carolina, Winnipeg, and then a little bit of Islanders bias here because that's my final 4. So go with your final 4. Mikko Rantanen, Gabriel Landeskog, Sebastian Aho, Vincent Trocheck, and Matt Barzal are my forwards. Decor looks like Cale Makar, Sammy Girard, and Neil Pionk. The goaltenders are Phil Grubauer and Connor Hellebuck. Possibly the 2 of the last 3 Vezina winners if I have my way with this year's Vezina winner. So
feeling good about the group there.
I feel very good. I need Colorado and Carolina to go on a run. I'm big on Carolina this year. I am a huge Carolina fan this year because they are that good. So had to go with them. Wanted that Dougie Hamilton pick though. Like that kind of screwed up my decor a little bit. I had to pivot a little bit.
I'll tell you what, Avery might have the best decor. He got Hamilton and then he snagged Theodore too. And I was looking at him. I was going, come on. So good call. And then I'll wrap this thing up here. My team, I went with the big names, kind of the classics. Kucherov there, hasn't played a game, doesn't matter. He helped me win my playoff championship last year with 34 points. So I got him, got McDavid there. Even if he only plays a couple of rounds, he'll be up there among the league leaders. Then got Sid the Kid, Mr. 2 Conn Smythe, Ovechkin as well, Mr. Conn Smythe, and Malkin with a Conn Smythe. So we got that playoff history there, hoping the Caps and Pens do well as well. And then on the back end, got Hedman, Letang, and John Carlson. So again, sticking with those 3 teams, the Tampa, Pittsburgh, and Washington. And then goalies, I got Vasilevsky and Nedeljkovic. So Nedeljkovic is probably that's the one where it's kind of off the board. But
if he starts, you could go on. You could Like,
yeah, like I said, I don't think he gets a start right away. So, you know, who was it? Brady, you took Mrazek. I mean, that's a fair pick too, because he'll probably get to start game one, and then, you know, if he plays well, then he'll stay in, obviously. But I just think at some point we'll see Ned go in there, and then I think from there it'll be kind of curtains. I expect Carolina to maybe go on a run. So yeah, feeling good about this team. Yeah, I'd take them any day. So excited to see how it plays out.
Well, you took them today, Marty.
That's right.
I got really
There we
bad
go.
jokes today, but you know, like I said, we're still here. That kind of leads into our Ask Sask question of the week. Who is going to win this draft? Is it going to be me? Is it going to be Avery? Is it going to be Matt? Or is it going to be Marty? We'll post on our Twitter page, basically, and you guys can vote. Have your say, whatever you want to say. If you want to call me an idiot, if you want to call Matt an idiot, if you want to call Marty an idiot.
plenty of people do that. So,
I feel like I get called an idiot more than you guys, though.
well,
Oh, guys.
Don't be so hard on yourself, Brady.
Yeah.
Hey, you're the only one I didn't call an idiot, Avery.
Yes.
All right, but yeah, what are you guys expecting when you look at everyone else's teams? Do you guys have a full favorite, or is it just your own? I know this is a weird question to ask, but now that we're kind of looking back on the draft and it's going to be the Ask Sask question of the week, I'm going to vote for myself. I don't care. But what about
Same.
you guys?
I like Avery's team, man. Avery's team was pretty good. Snagged a few guys that Brady didn't sort of see. So
Yeah.
Well, and I like the diversity my lineup has
Yeah.
too. Like I got three guys from Boston, three guys from the Golden Knights, and then two from Toronto, and then the rest of the picks are Colorado and Carolina. But I think there's enough diversity there to make a big run.
yeah,
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah,
like
and then just for myself, I just think we had a great time there. I think Matt obviously has that playoff pedigree there, winning his championship in some other league there last year. So he's always, you got to watch for him. If Colorado takes off and whatever, Carolina, then no, it might be curtains. Avery obviously led by that stalwart defense, and then Brady. I mean, if we see the Leafs and our Oilers go off, who knows? Maybe he's making a bit of a surprise. We'll see how that North turns out. And then for myself, obviously, feeling confident. And again, at the end of the day, if you guys want to do some punishment for fourth, I don't care. I'm just here to have some fun. And if it's something, wear somebody's jersey or something, that sounds great. But yeah, it was a good time.
We'll make someone wear a Flames jersey.
There may or may not be a photo of me in a Flames jersey
Oh,
somewhere.
speaking of you, so this, we're going to wrap up this NHL draft, but we're still doing Saskatchewan Saturday night.
Okay.
Last time you guys were all on the show, we went really hard on Matt, or not on Matt, on Marty. So this time around, Matt,
Yeah.
have you ever had any issues playing the game of beer darts in which you may have hit someone with a dart? Here's your story.
Yeah.
Tony. I talked to Aaron this week, so
Oh, I'm surprised he even told this story. I thought
He
this
went-
was
he
kind of
went
one that was
full
just
out.
going to stay with the boys. Oh,
What happened?
man. So we were last summer, we'd go golfing or whatever. A couple of the guys, Aaron doesn't golf, but we'd go back and have kind of little barbecue stuff with like the 4 or 5 of us, have barbecues at one of our buddies' backyards and play some beer darts, right? Beer darts is a Saskatchewan, game, and everyone seems to play it. And as some people know, darts are a little, they can be painful if you get hit with one, right? So we were playing and we were using 2 darts. So there's kind of darts flying everywhere, right? So you got to kind of keep your head on a swivel. So our one buddy was throwing one way and I was kind of throwing back the other way. And I kind of tossed it and I just missed and it hit him right in one of his toes. Right through his shoe, right through his sock. And so we had to pull it out and it was bleeding pretty good. And we had to kind of bandage him up a little bit. And yeah, I never hear the end of that one. So now we only use 1 dart if we're playing beer darts.
Have you ever been hit by a dart yourself, Matt?
No, thank God.
Yes, as retribution, his friend.
Hey, it might happen at some point. I don't know. But yeah, that's my beer dart miss, I guess.
Was it at least in broad daylight?
Oh yeah, it was like middle of the afternoon.
Yeah, there's some people that I know that
midnight.
Yeah.
Middle of the night,
I don't know if I'm playing beer darts at midnight.
I know a few people that have suggested that, and it's like, no, are you insane? Like, why would you want to do that? Like,
Yeah, no thanks.
do you want someone to lose an eye?
Not ideal, but the only reason Aaron asked me to ask you about this is because he just said you're such a salt of the earth guy that it would just embarrass you and make you feel bad. So I hope it did that today.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. I can't wait to hear some Aaron stories that you guys drummed up.
Oh, we went about an hour and a half, more than an hour and a half. That's, I guess, one of the previews for our interview series.
Okay.
Aaron is officially a friend of the podcast, and we definitely more than doubled our friends of the podcast this past week. It's going to be a really interesting rollout over the next month and a half, but we're going to talk more about that next Saskatchewan Saturday night, where we will also play the first interview from this interview series. So I'm really excited for everyone to kind of hear that and go through a little inception kind of journey of like, this is how it was in mid-May, but it's probably not going to be like that in June. So it'll be fun, but
yeah. You guys are doing a good job. So
yeah, well,
thanks,
and thanks
guys.
and thanks for having us back on. It's always always fun to jump on your hockey draft or just shooting the breeze there about whatever it might be. So
awesome. Well, I think this kind of wraps things up. Avery,
it does.
I'm going to put you on the spot right now.
Oh God, here we go.
Close this
What am I
out here.
reading?
Close this out here.
All right. Thanks for listening to the Lang LeBlanc podcast. We really appreciate it. And we want to thank Matt and Marty for joining us here today. Be sure to give us a follow on our socials at Lang LeBlanc Live on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And also don't forget about our TikTok. That's Lang LeBlanc Podcast.
You guys have a TikTok?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
we're jumping on that. We're making
Wow.
an account.
You
Matt and I
guys-
are making an account.
You
just
guys
to
are already
watch
on it,
them.
actually.
Oh, holy crap.
Yeah. Be sure to check it out. Brady updates us on his lawn, and then I update people on what I do on my patio. So, so follow us on our social medias. Also, if you want to hit us up, you can hit us up on our email at langleblanclive@gmail.com. That is Langleblanclive@gmail.com. And then also don't forget about our website at Lang and LeBlanc, or just Lang LeBlanc podcast, or no. Yes. LangLeBlancPodcast.com. That's where it is. LangLeBlancPodcast.com. LangLeBlancPodcast.com.
Wow, you rattled that one off too.
Good job, Avery.
Even with a little bit of distraction from us.
Yeah, we were trying to jump in. At least you guys, when I did it, were very quiet. Thank you so much. But thanks again for coming. Do you guys have anything you want to promote before we get out of here? And if you want to push in your social medias?
We've got some, just my podcast continues on, Cold Hard Sports Talk. We had Clayton Jardine on this past Friday's episode. So some of our Saskatchewan people might know him a little bit. Coached the Kindersley Clippers for parts of 2 seasons. And then on Monday is our playoff preview that is coming out. So watch out for that. And yeah, Cold Hard Sports Talk. You can just find us wherever you get your podcasts and social medias. And yeah, simple as that.
That's right. And then for me, not doing a whole lot as far as podcasts or anything, but just if you enjoy reading some local sports or whatever it might be, keeping up to date on the Battleford's North Stars, especially, make sure to give me a follow there on the old Twitter if that's something you're into, and that's at Marty PXP1 is my Twitter. And it's thanks to the Braid Man there for setting me up when I first started. He taught me the Twitter game and showed me how it's done. He had me what is it? Painting the fence. And I was like, I think that's a little excessive for a Twitter. It's a Karate Kid reference.
Oh,
And yeah. But he trained me up, my Mr. Miyagi on Twitter. So appreciate it.
You just shouldn't have started that fire in that garbage bin, Marty.
That wasn't me.
That wasn't you. You didn't start the fire. You didn't start the fire. I think that's it. Everyone have a great Saskatchewan Saturday night, wherever you are. Humboldt, Saskatoon, Melfort, North Battleford, anywhere. Have fun. Stay safe. See you guys in a few days with episode 17.